Your sword cannot be sharp enough. You're going in the market, you're going to war, you're going to extract money from somebody who plans to deceive you, to take from you, and doesn't have feelings.
And my trading has significantly improved.
Because experience is the best teacher. They won't learn the most from me. They'll learn the most from going in there and doing it themselves. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Might be a noisy video because my car loud, but what's good, YouTube? It's your boy CC Trades, man. And look, it's the 29th of December. I'm not sure when the new year is. I think it's on like Tuesday or Wednesday. Today is a Sunday. Man, look, my question for you is, are you gonna stop playing around with your potential next year? This year? Or you better stop playing around right now? Here's the thing, bro. Potential means absolutely nothing. It means nothing. Potential is simply speaking in terms of what is possible. Possibilities. That's all potential is. That's why your mama ever told you don't fall in love with somebody because of who they could potentially be. Look at who they are. I used to have friends around me because I saw those friends' potential. I used to try to push my beliefs on them because I'm like, bro, you will be great right here. But then I had to begin judging them for who they actually are. And maybe not to say judging them, but looking at them for who they actually are. Look, you know exactly what you need to fix. I know exactly what I need to fix. Everybody knows where they're going wrong in life. Everybody knows where they can do better. It's just a matter of actually doing better. It's just a matter of doing what that person, that potentiality of you would be doing. We associate identity with what we do on a daily basis. Characteristics of people. But those characteristics only come from the things that they do, their actions. I wake up a different person every day. I'm just simply doing what that person yesterday was doing. And as a result, you get a consistency of identity. I say all of this to say, when you identify your problems, those problems are in the middle. You are right here. The version of you that has everything that you want is right here. The trader that you want to be is right here, and you are right here, and your problems are severing the connection. I used to be one of those people who think about my problems all the time. I would go to work and I would sulk because I broke my rules in trading or I didn't see something in the charts. There'll still be days where I don't see something in the charts, and then I'll go back and test it later at night and I'll be like, damn, this makes perfect sense. I don't know how I didn't see that. But here's the thing, when you beat yourself up, it is healthy to a degree. But focusing on problems only causes more problems. Ultimately, it gives you a better opportunity to grow. More opportunities to grow by focusing on problems. But that's not exactly what you want to do. That's not the mentality that you want to have. Sulking is not the mentality that you want to have. So going into this new year, right now, whoever sees this video before the 1st, before Wednesday, I believe it is, bro, you need to make a list of all of the things, not your goals, your problems. Then you need to make a list of the solutions, possible solutions. If you don't know the solution, look at that problem every day until you find one. There is a solution. Your problem could be, let's say you got discipline down pat. Everybody want to talk about discipline. I haven't had the hardest time with discipline lately. There do be days where I slip up, but most days I'm straight. I'm funded. I'm gonna get a payout soon. Discipline is not an issue once you learn how to walk away, but we'll get around to that. Let's say your issue is actually looking at the charts now. Let's say you just hypothetically got put on to a mentor who told you about psychology first and taught you the correct foundations, and he steered you in the right direction. And now your problem is understanding what's going on in the chart, price action. this channel where I signed a contract to a prop firm, and I believe, if I remember correctly, what they call you is a data analyst when you sign that contract. You are signing a contract to be a data analyst for Top Step or My Funded Futures or My Funded Forex, whoever the prop firm is. That's what you're doing. Now listen, if you were a data analyst that actually came home from college, how long do you think you would have been analyzing data in college? If you are creating a resume to work for a company, how much experience do you think you'll need to have analyzing data before they consider you somebody who's worth putting 6 figures on the line for? Before they consider you somebody who can consistently analyze data and extract money from a market designed to extract money from you? How much data do you think you need to have? I used to backtest, right? But when I backtested, I didn't have any specific criteria on what I was backtesting. I would just pull up 9:30, New York Open, and I would look at that time frame up until 11 o'clock. I'll look at the 1 hour, 4 hour. I would just do my analysis based on that. I wouldn't barely look at no economic calendar, and I for sure was not taking notes, not in-depth notes. I'm sure a lot of people do that. In fact, bro, you can really tell who doesn't take their data, who doesn't take their data seriously, is what I meant to say. Who doesn't take note of the things that they're studying, truly. Who listens to mentors and people who have success in trading and don't integrate what they're talking about, or don't go back test it and try to prove them wrong. If you were a data analyst for a company, how long do you think it would take? How much data do you think you would need to have? How much experience do you think you would need to have? How much studying do you think you need to put in before they consider you as somebody who can consistently make money? If you were given $100,000, how much data would you want to see somebody have? How much backtesting data? How much forward testing data? I've almost completed a year's worth of data collection, and my trading has significantly improved. It takes a very long time to backtest that much data. It probably takes me 2 hours to go through a week of data. Now I want to put it to you like this. The average person, they might spend an hour, 2 hours on the chart a day. There's 5 days in a week. I'm spending that hour, 2 hours on the charts, as well as spending an hour, 2 hours going through a week of backtesting data, previous data as well. So while you're getting an hour, 2 hours of data, max 10 hours of data in per week, I'm getting in double as much as you. Almost, and odds are I'm backtesting more than a week. Pretty much triple as much experience as you are getting within the same time frame. Who do you think will excel? Mind you, a lot of people don't even journal their live trades. I'm journaling the live trades and in-depthly, if that's a word, journaling my backtesting data. And you know what? I have a backtesting session with one of my mentees, one of my students, when I get home, and I'll actually show you guys my journal. The whole point of me telling y'all this is that pseudo experience is important. You going into the live market, you are going to be clouded with emotions. I don't care if you say that you don't care if you lose, you don't care if you win, you still have emotions that are there. You still know you're about to put risk on the line. When you are backtesting, you can actually take it slow and see all of the things that are leading up to everything that's going to happen. And that is important, bro. That is extremely important. You need to figure out how to beat the market that's designed to extract money from you. Simple. Backtesting is the best way to do that, because experience is the best teacher. Experience will teach you better than any video can. Any ICT video. I listened to that dude's voice for hundreds of hours. Hundreds. And backtesting has taught me more than any teacher has taught me. problem is psychological, you have a problem with discipline, then you just need to exercise that discipline muscle. You need to exercise being disciplined outside of the charts. You need to be, and that's only just so that you know what it feels like. Being disciplined outside of the charts does not mean that you will be disciplined inside of the charts. Being disciplined in the charts is being disciplined in the charts. You are trying to stay disciplined while trying to solve the world's hardest puzzle for the day. The more you backtest, the easier it gets. You just need to learn how to walk away. That's all that it is. Just learn how to walk away. So yeah, when I get to the crib, when I hop on this backtesting session in about 30 minutes, I'll show you guys my journal probably before, and maybe give you all a little bit of game for my backtesting session. But yeah, if you listen to all of that talk, I hope that you gain value from it. I need to get back to dropping value on YouTube, but bro, I just be too busy. I be too busy, and I don't be thinking about YouTube like that, bro. I'm real life a trader. I'm real life working to get my life together, and YouTube will just fall in line. But when I have the chance, and when I feel that ism inside of me that just want to go on YouTube, ism is crazy. I'm gonna come on YouTube. So yeah, I'm gonna get with y'all boys in a little bit.
Yo, so what's good, YouTube? We just got back to the crib. I don't know why I said we go YouTube. I'm never gonna do that again. Just talking to y'all niggas. But we about to run this session with a student. And before we do that, I do wanna go ahead and I'm gonna show y'all this backtesting log that I have built that I may actually give out if that is something that y'all are interested in. So let's check it out. All right, cool. So this is where I left off. This is the week of July 2023. This is the third week in the month, but let me just go all the way back out and show y'all what this looks like. This dog wanna eat and everything else as soon as I start recording. Look at you. Look at you, boy. Her ass don't eat all day just so she could save the food for when I need her to be quiet. That's crazy, bro. She gonna munch in the back of my video. I think she done though, so let's rock. And look, this is what it looks like. It's a very, very simple log. I didn't actually build this. One of the homies built this. If y'all know Typical built this. But I just threw my own little spin on it. So we start with January 2023. We put the monthly profile in here. And you could see I have the high of the month, what week that was. Low of the month, what week that was. Where do we get SMT at? Between what weeks? And I should have put the expansion weeks here. And this is when I first started doing this. So my analysis is not the best. And let me explain my reason for that. The reason I say my analysis might suck in this and my charts may not be as clean is because I literally started this a month and a half ago. Mind you, a month and a half ago, I was going on 3 years in my trading. Still am going on 3 years of trading, but still, my charts have gotten way cleaner. My analysis has gotten way better within this month and a half because I went through 7 months of data. I want y'all to truly understand that. Going through that much data in depth, I'm going to show y'all how in depth. Y'all can already see. It will change the game for you. It will change the way that you look at the market. So you will begin seeing things that you didn't see or may not see as of right now. Let's go ahead and get back into it. So yeah, this chart is not clean, but as y'all can see, this is NQ, ES, and YM. We had SMT between the weeks. NQ did not take this low, previous week low, while I believe YM did. Expansion. This is nothing. This is actually very ugly for me and very hard for me to read. I did this a month and a half ago. It was only a month and a half ago. Week 1, this shouldn't be in here. Y'all can see like I was trash at this. Weekly analysis shouldn't even be like that. Weekly drawn liquidity shouldn't be like that. Trades and confluences, this is what you want to have. This goes from Monday through Friday. This is actually not Monday through Friday. But simply, I'm just simply putting pictures of the entry on a lower time frame, on a higher time frame, and I'm logging why I took these trades. In depth, I want to be able to come back and look at this and say, this is why I took this trade. Now, inside of this, I have the weekly profile. The weekly profile, what was the high of the week? What was the low of the week? Where did we get SMT? What were the expansion days? Now this is January. I did this for the whole month of January. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Put the news in there and everything. Best trades will be Wednesday after 2 p.m. So I'll be back testing starting there. I want to make this as realistic as possible. I want to be able to look at the economic calendar and say, these are the days that I could probably sleep in, or these are the days that I could get a little extra work done or do what I gotta do. Because the best days to trade this week are going to be these days. Later in the journey, outside of January, let's say towards June, something crazy happened for me. Something crazy happened to me, and I'll get into that for in a second. My charts began to get cleaner. My trades and confluences, my logging began to get cleaner, and this is when I started to catch entries like this in the live market. I'm not talking about I'm backtesting. I'm talking about in the live market. I started to catch entries like this. Top ticks. This is how I learned to shorten my stops. This is how I learned when to get out. By simply backtesting as much data as possible. This log goes super in depth. It has a space where you can put the news events. You always want to have 2 scenarios in the news events. This is something that I have adapted and put into my trading journal that I didn't do in January in those early months, Q1. You learn as you go. You progress as you go. Obviously, that is the whole point of this thing. And you'll be surprised how often you will see your manipulation in the weekly correlate to an economic calendar event. Then you drop down time frames and you correlate the previous day lows with the current day. And bro, it's too much for me to just sit here and say. But this journal, this log that I have not finished, I've only gone 7 months deep. I'm on week 4 of July, has completely evolved my trading. Completely. Mind you, the discipline is down packed. Now I need to hone my skill. Your sword cannot be sharp enough. You're going in the market, you're going to war, you're going to extract money from somebody who plans to deceive you, to take from you, and doesn't have feelings. Your sword cannot be sharp enough. You need to be getting as much data as possible. Mind you, this takes a while to do, but most traders do not have a year's worth of data. Why? Why do you watch so much ICT? This is something that just dawned on me a few months ago when I heard somebody say that they locked themselves in a basement for a few years until they figured out what they figured out. The only way that they could have did that is by backtesting. Now, what I wanted to tell y'all that was crazy was I figured out how to shorten my stops and how to get better entries around May, June of backtesting, because I began to notice something that I had never seen anybody talk about, and I will not say it here. I will not say it here, but maybe if y'all go back and slow down the video, maybe y'all will see something about it. Maybe y'all will see something that will intrigue you and lead you to it. But since I found it, I've been able to shorten my stops, get more precise entries, have an extra confluence of reversals and continuations of cracks and correlation, and I've only seen one person in the world speak about it. One person. I mean, technically 2, but one mentioned it briefly, 2 seconds. The other one full on teaches it as a strategy. So things like that will begin to happen to you. You'll simply be back testing and you'll notice things because you're looking at the chart, able to take your time with your emotions removed. And you do that long enough, bro, you have the possibility of capitalizing on your infinite potential. You won't get better trading in a live market. You won't get better listening to me. You won't get better listening to ICT or your mentor. You'll get better backtesting. Once you have a strategy, you will be able to hone your strategy backtesting, logging as much data as possible. You need to be sitting here like this. excessive, right? But it needs to be excessive. You need that at first. Now I've gotten to the point where I don't need to write as much as possible as I used to, because I just put it in the pictures and I know what I mean. I know what I'm talking about. This is what you need. This is how you hone your skill. Build this backtesting journal. You need to be backtesting more than your live trading. Most definitely. You need to be backtesting, putting in more hours doing that than live trading and logging it, correlating it to the market, the economic calendars, I mean. You need to be logging weekly profiles. I promise you, your perception of price will expand. So yeah, y'all, I'm about to go hop on this Discord call, and I'm actually teaching 2 people right now how I trade, and I've taught it to them in the first 2 days. Now, all we do is backtest, and they log the same way I log, because experience is the best teacher. They won't learn the most from me. They'll learn the most from going in there and doing it themselves. I'm trying to tell y'all, how much data do you think you would need to have to execute consistently and extract money from a market that is designed to extract money from you? That is a genuine question. How much data do you think you need to have? Most traders do not have a year's worth of data. So you collect a year's worth of data, deeply detailed. You are ahead of, I guarantee you, 95% of traders. Guaranteed, whether you've gotten paid or not. So, yeah, y'all. That's the value that I got for y'all today. I hope that y'all enjoyed, and I hope that y'all actually implement what I'm talking about, because if you're not, then you don't take yourself seriously enough. That's about all I got. I'm gonna get with y'all boys on the next one. Like I always say, tighten up, collect your data, bro. I'm gonna get with y'all. Peace. If y'all don't follow my Instagram, go follow my Instagram at ZC Trades, the same as my YouTube. I post every trade that I take on there. And my highlight reel, I have the trades that I had taken from November 2nd, I believe, all the way up until the day before Christmas. So I'm gonna continue to post in there if y'all wanna see us catch the daily range. Top ticking hourly candles and things of that nature. Go check out my Instagram. We go with y'all boys. Peace.